Hello fellow gamers, we are going to run through a solo play of Dispel the Darkness. I've got everything set up, everything here. I've got my volunteers starting location there, I've got my 2 storybooks. Now I just need to pick my volunteer I want to play with. I've got Loranis. She can spend 3 knowledge to remove 1 red threat die from a threat before combat. That's really good. Eldak, during story combat, Eldak can spend knowledge XP to add damage to his attack. Nice, but no thanks. Eldak can re-roll his dice rolls that result with a 1. That's pretty good, but I'm going to move on. Grimble can spend 1 stamina at any time to gain 2 XP cubes of any type except stamina. That's interesting, but no, not going to help me. Kith can spend 2 knowledge and 2 strength to add 1 stamina to any volunteer, and that includes herself. I might do that. But I'm going to start with Willa, because Willa, when she blocks an attack, she can refresh 1 armory weapon card at no cost. So, and she automatically begins with the ranged weapon ability. So that could be handy. Okay, let's start with Willa. Get Willa's board ready. Get her initiative card ready. 2 dice for a solo game. And here we go. The volunteers. The sun is high in the cloudless sky of this late spring day. Like-minded adventurers have joined you on the way to Oakhaven Castle. Like them, you've chosen to become a volunteer. 3 days ago, you took a post in the goods store in your hometown of Midian. The message was direct. The Crown Prince calls the virtuous, honest, and loyal to service. Only those of Oakhaven lineage may apply. Come at once to Oakhaven Castle. You come from a family that has origins in Oakhaven, and you are looking for adventure at this point in your life. You hear a commotion up ahead. A boy running from a pack of wild dogs is backed up against a tree and now surrounded. You carry no weapon, but the boy needs immediate help. Okay, my choices are attack the dogs without weapons, or look for makeshift weapons to help the boy. I am going to look for makeshift weapons to help the boy. So I go to 2. You throw rocks and sticks to attack the dogs and eventually run them off. The boy is shaken badly, but he thanks you and runs toward a village down the road in the distance. Each volunteer draws 2 XP cubes. Alright, I get strength and iron. Oh, you know what I forgot to get Willa already up here. Let me do that real quick. 5 stamina. Start with 2 iron and 1 of each attribute. So there we go. Okay, now we can continue. Besides the village, you see a watchtower to the west and a road moving into the hills to the east. Collect the following location cards: Watchtower and Canaan Village. So I go to the location deck, look for the Watchtower and Canaan Village. And there's the Watchtower and Canaan Village. It says discard the volunteer's location card and explore a new location from your active location deck, or continue down the road. Let's see, I just started, so I might just continue down the road. Or do I want to go to the village and the watchtower? Well, let's continue down the road. Continuing down the road, you see 4 figures appear in the distance. It's clear that 3 men hold the 4th one captive. The prisoner wears a chain around his neck. The 3 holding him are members of the royal guard. One of them addresses you as they approach. This man is a criminal and is wanted by the Crown Prince. Any interference would be a direct assault on the Crown Prince himself. You stop walking, and as the prisoner passes, he turns his head toward you and says, "My name is Luna," and before he can finish, one of the soldiers strikes him with a closed fist. "Quiet! You are a thieving, lying beggar." "Enough," yells the lead guard. "No need for a trial. The Crown Prince will take care of this." Do I question the lead guard, or say nothing and keep walking? I should really say nothing and keep walking. So let's go to 8. Further on, you come to an old crumbling house. You call out to see if it's abandoned or not. No answer. You think it wise to shelter here for the night, but getting to the castle is your main objective. Collect the following location card: Crumbled Manor. So I get another location card, Crumbled Manor. I think I saw it back here. Yep. So I add that to my active location deck. Alright, and it says continue to 11. You continue up the mountain road, growing more and more tired. Sounds of the night become increasingly louder. You notice the glow of a fire up ahead against the darkened sky. It's a campfire just off the path. Do I approach the campfire or stay silent and keep walking? I'm going to approach the campfire. Let's go to 15. As you approach the fire, a voice says, "Good evening." A young balding man steps out from the shadows. "Where are you going?" he asks. You tell him you are on your way to Oakhaven Castle to answer the call to help the Crown Prince. "Ah, yes, my name is Nicholas. Please join us for a while." Each volunteer draws 1 XP cube. Alright. More iron. Great. Continue to 16. You spend almost an hour with Nicholas and his men. You leave when Nicholas invites you to stay the night. You don't want to be a burden to anyone. Wanting to be free of distractions, you push further down the road. The sun is gone from the sky and the air is growing chilly. You need to set camp for the night. The hills would provide high ground, but the woods have ample resources for shelter. See, I'm going to find shelter in the hills, actually. So, high ground is always the best way, right? You head into the hills and find a spot to set camp. You collect brush and sticks to start a fire. Food is scarce in the hills, so you must wait until morning and try to catch fish in the river. Each volunteer must test strength 5. If failed, lose 1 stamina. Well, this should be easy for me with 2. Yep. Pass. Continue to 25. You hear footfalls approaching in the brush behind you. Each volunteer must test awareness 5. If failed, lose 1 stamina. Alright, another test. Just passed. 30. A lone wolf comes charging out of the brush. Initiate battle with wolves 1. Alright, my first battle. I need to find a wolf. Wolves. Alright, just 1. That's good because I don't have anything. So there's no need to initiate battle here, deciding where I go. Oh, that's good. I've rolled 9. So this is how this works in a solo game. When you roll 2 dice, you can put them both on your defense spot or your attack spot, or you can split them up however you would like. This is called fortifying yourself. So at the beginning of each round, you roll your dice and fortify your position, whether that's attack or defense. And I'm going to attack with some and defend with another, because I don't have any weapons here. And even though I have the ranged ability, I need to have an actual ranged weapon to use. But what my attack fortify spot does, it gives me some hit points against this wolf, who is pretty tough. Okay, so I am first. We give him a tracker cube. So all I can do really is hit him with 3, and so I take him down to 3. And you notice here, some of his hit spaces are filled with blue. That means that he gets to use a blue increased threat die. When those hit points are not on the blue spaces, he loses that die. So I knock him down with 3, but he still uses 3 red dice to attack. So it's now his turn, and I'm probably going to get hit, but we'll find out. So he rolls an 8. My 6 does not block it, so I lose a stamina. And every battle is serpentine style, which means that the next round begins from the back of the line and goes back to the front. So he goes first, but each round I get to re-fortify my roll. So I roll 6 again. I'm going to get hit, so I might as well put them both on my attack spot. So the second round begins, and it's the wolf's turn. Of course, he hits me with 11. I'm going to take that hit gladly, and then it's my turn, and I'm going to apply that 6 to the wolf. So again, these short rounds with only 2, I get to re-fortify. That was not a good roll, but since it's my turn again, I'm going to put them all on a fence and try to get rid of this guy quickly. So I hit him with 4, add 4 to that. That gives me 13. And now it's his turn. He's going to hit me. Doesn't matter. I have no defense right now. So he takes me down. With only 2 stamina remaining, this is going to be a tough battle. So re-fortify. I'm going to hit him again. I only roll a 4. Not good rolls with what I've got here. So the third round begins. Serpentine style means he gets to go. And of course he's going to hit me with 11. So with my 4, I hit him with 17. We're 4, that he has 17 now. 17 damage. He only has 2 left, and thankfully it's a new round, and the serpentine battle gives me that, and I'm going to take him out. So that's how battle works. So I win the battle. Let's go back over here and see what kind of reward I get. Victory, go to 26. A successful evening in the woods allows for good rest through the night. You awake in the morning fully refreshed and ready to go. Each volunteer draws 2 XP cubes. Strength and awareness. I sure could use some stamina. Continue to 31. The morning air is crisp and cool. You need to find a way across the river that blocks your path. A posted sign reads, "Ferry landing, 1 mile." You could also find a shallow part of the river to cross. Do I walk to the ferry landing or find a shallow crossing? I'm going to find a shallow crossing. So go to 34. Walking down the riverbank, you find a strait where the water runs shallow. As you begin to wade across, you see a glint of metal beneath the surface. You reach for it and try to dislodge it with both hands. Volunteers test strength 7 one time to pull up the object. The volunteer with the most strength goes first. Alright, surely I can get this. And there it is, strength 7. Just passed it. Let's say I had rolled a 4 and didn't get that strength of 7. What I could have done is used 3 of my strength cubes to pay for that, to increase that 4 to a 7, so I would have passed, just as an example there. So I pass, and it tells me to go to 36. You grasp the object with both hands and pull upward with all your strength. It arcs up and out of the water above your head and into the sunlight. You found an old but beautiful shield. Okay, the volunteer that successfully passes the strength test gains the No Shield Armory card. So I found a shield in the river. Nice. Alright, the No Shield. Okay, well, now it costs, I need to have the shield ability, which I don't have yet, and I notice here that it costs 1 knowledge to use. I have knowledge, but I'm not skilled in it at all. But I can sell that at a market and get 1 gold for it. So I'll take it. Hey, it's a found object. That's always nice. Alright, so let's continue. Continue at entry 40. Arriving at the opposite bank, you hear booming noises echo through the mountainous area. More deep booming slowly rolls through the canyons. Falling pebbles and debris turn into a steady rain of rocks, and then rocks to small boulders as the ground shakes and the sound grows louder. Each volunteer tests awareness 6. Pass that. Go to 38. You manage to find protection in a cleft of rock in the mountainside. As the debris subsides, you look to the north and see a hillside moving slowly. It's turning toward you. As it turns, it becomes evident it is a gigantic creature. Do I continue forward or hide among the boulders? I think I should hide. Something that big can't be good. You hide in a maze-like area full of large boulders, and then make your way across a few streams and finally stop at a rock wall with no possible way around. There is a wide cave opening at the bottom of the mountainside. Each volunteer draws 2 XP cubes. Right. Alright, no stamina, but I did get gold. Of course, gold is worthless if you're dead, but maybe I'll make it. Let's see. Okay, continue at 43. The cave opens up into a cavernous area in which brown furry animals skitter about to and fro. Some are busy collecting rocks and carrying them to other piles. Some are engaged in a type of game with cards and carved figures. Others are standing up on their hind legs as if on alert. They are looking about as if searching out something interesting. And then they all begin to turn and look at you. Collect the following location cards: silver mines. Discard the volunteer's location card and explore a new location from your active location deck. Okay, so I'm at the silver mines. Silver mines, silver mines. Here we are. Alright, silver mines. Discover a group of Oakhaven inhabitants who need your help. Alright, so I add that to my active location deck, and I discard the volunteers card. I'll turn that over and put it in my completed locations pile. Alright, I'm going to stop here for now until next time.